Okay, now every time I make a video, it's a challenge. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Hello, welcome. If you're new, my name's Audrey. And girl, I'm a psychic. I know. It's funny when I meet new people who don't know, what I do, and then they find out I'm a psychic somehow, some way, and they're like, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to talk to her after all. Well, give me just a minute to settle in. Okay, is that okay? Am I good? Don't touch the table. I've been trying to make a video for a couple of days. I have so much anger on some of these cases going on. Where's my inhaler? Where's my inhaler? I've had to do it. I've had to do it because my asthma's so bad because I'm so salty over some of the stuff going on. I'm salty to the point, man, it's just unbelievable what my insides feel like right now. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I've got Johnny home all this week with just a little cold, just a cold. But since he had respiratory failure a few weeks ago, I've kept him home and he's missing all his Christmas stuff. So that's a bummer for him, but he doesn't really understand anyway. So anyway, what's going on? Pardon me, that's not very ladylike. And speaking of ladylike, I am a lady, I'm fancy, I don't wear expensive clothes, but my mannerisms are fancy. It's just I've always been that way as long as I can remember. In fact, kids at school would make fun of me. They would make fun, "Oh, really? Oh, why is your pinky up?" I'm in 3rd grade. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand my life right now, you guys. Um, but God has given us the ability, most of us, to speak. And we speak words, and words have meanings. Okay. And the word freaking, freaking doesn't have the same impact as fucking. Fucking. Okay? There's a reason we say one version over the other. One means something, one doesn't. And on YouTube, they really try and minimize the words that mean something, um, and force people underground and use baby words like freaking. I mean, sometimes what I'm talking about is so severe, so upsetting. I mean, we're talking about murder on this channel. We're talking about abuse, we're not even supposed to say what kind of abuse. It has to be S-A, S-A abuse, or C-C-A, C abuse. What is going on? I'm sorry. I'm trying to communicate here. I don't have time for secret codes. Okay? These are people's lives that are being affected. I don't have time for the semantics game of bullshit. Okay? So I do apologize that maybe sometimes it's offensive if I cuss, but it's really to get the point across about how severe something is or what my feelings are. And I'm sorry, this is going to flicker for just a second. I want to talk about Michelle Troconis from the Jennifer Dulos case. I don't think I'll have time in this video. I want to talk about the freaking Frankie, the Ruby Frankie case. I want to tell you what she fucking did to her children. I want to tell you. But right now I'm on a rant and rage over Brian Hamburger. Hamburger, Audrey? That's not his name. I don't care. He's gross. He's a murderer. I have no respect I'll call him whatever I want. As long as you know who I'm talking about, I don't care. Go to another channel. Go to a channel that respects murdering. That is not this channel. Okay. Let me start off with baby hamburger because he's a fucking little wuss. He's a wuss. He's upset now because I need my notes. You should see my desk. Frickin' frack. See, now that wasn't worth the full blown F word. All right. Well, I just have to look over this way. I apologize. Brian Hamburger wants his indictment dismissed. The accused killer of the Idaho 4, Brian Koberger, which I refer to as Hamburger, wants the indictment dismissed. Based on why? Because allegedly during the indictment process and the court hearings and process of making the indictment a thing, the judge allegedly said he made a misstatement. He said, telling the jurors to look for probable cause. Was there probable cause? Not even enough. Was there probable cause in this situation where Brian Hamburger might be connected? Was there enough cause? Was there enough evidence that they knew of based on police findings and reports? Was that enough to arrest him and proceed with murder charges? That's what happened. Brian doesn't like that. Brian wanted the judge to tell the jurors it's without a doubt he was involved. Without a doubt he was nothing to do with this situation. However, come to find out, this actually works in his favor, this misstatement. Because if the jury of the indictment, it's kind of like a step one before trial and everything. If the jury decided without a reasonable doubt that he was involved or guilty somehow, they would have said yes. That means automatically there was probable cause. So really, this works in his favor in a weird way because now it has to be proven without a reasonable doubt that he did do it. And this is part of the problem. How do the lawyers prove that Brian Koberger, without a doubt, without one doubt, if there's even one doubt, then he's innocent? And I know people have come on my channel and said, oh, so you're judge and jury, Audrey? You better fucking believe it. Yes. Guilty as charged. Pardon me. Pardon me. Do you like my toy? I got that at an estate sale. It's very fancy. It's very fancy. He's a crybaby. Brian Koberger's crying. I mean, his life is in danger. You know, it's a death sentence kind of trial that's going to be had regarding the 4 students who were murdered. Now, being that Brian Koberger is arguing that point, which it's fair. You can argue a point. I mean, he knows. He went, he knows all this legal stuff, a lot of it. Um, but let me remind you before my next point, and that is this. Before I had the name of Brian Koberger and all his information, I told you guys that this was going to be an especially tricky trial. This person is slimy, slickery, and that is exactly what Brian Koberger is. He's the slime beneath the shit on the road. He is awful and he's tricky. Yeah, he may be intelligent because he's studied, you know, this or that, whatever. I don't care what he's studied, but my point is he's making it difficult as he should. He may be executed. So, yeah, but it's tricky. So, I want to talk about, and this is what really, more than the last point, this is what really gets me riled up. Hold on, I need a sip of coffee. This is such a big deal, in my opinion. I need anyone out there who has the ability to propose a bill. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I could propose a bill. I don't know. But if there is someone that knows how to propose a bill in legislation, whatever, the House at 1122 King Road, where the kids were murdered, should not be torn down before the trial. God. As a psychic, I have told you I've been through that house. I've been in that house with spirit. And sometimes you need to experience the physicality of a situation to get an answer. In other words, it is, in my opinion, I believe the jury is not going to grasp completely and understand what happened based on the lawyer's testimony and professional specialist testimony, as opposed to them going inside this house and maybe seeing with their eyes the bedrooms, the doors, the hallways, the front door, the parking, the setup. It's one thing to see it on a diagram, a 3D diagram, a cartoon, a rendering, an illustration. It's not the same. It's not the same. I'm not the only person here who gets images in their mind. People can go to this location themselves, close your eyes and be in that hallway, be in the bedroom where these awful things happened. It's energy. Let the jurors feel the energy. It is a disservice to the victims and their families that this house is being torn down now on the 28th. This has to stop. This has to change. There needs to be a law protecting the victims and their loved ones that says any dwelling will not be destructed prior to an official trial or whatever it is. Maybe in even after sentencing of the trial. Maybe it has to be 365 days after the sentencing of the guilty person, which would give the guilty person time to ask for appeals and appeal this and appeal that. There needs to be a change for the love of God. And I will tell you, it is in my psychic opinion 100%. Guess who's behind this? Guess. I want you to guess. Guess who's behind this? Guess who's making this happen? It's Ann Taylor. Ann fucking Taylor. She is the one behind this house being torn down. That house is owned by the university. She has not only is she alumni from the university, but she has affiliations currently with the university. So she's entwined in betwixt all these official higher up people in the university. She wants it torn down. So guess what? She's gotten her way. It's scheduled to be torn down on the 28th, and I am getting chills right now. And let's see who this is coming in. Full body chills. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It just makes me nauseous. It literally, I feel like I have blood in my throat. I feel like I have blood in my throat because I can go to this place. I can feel it there. The victims, a couple of the victims, mostly Kaylee, but has taken me to this location and let me watch what happens. This stuff gives me nightmares. Sorry if you can hear that. It's my throat. This is serious. This isn't just a murder case. This is everything. This is everything. And it's not just for the 4 victims and their families, it's for you and me too. This could affect our future. She needs to be stopped. There needs to be another lawyer or somebody who can fight against and appeal Ann Taylor and all the little things she's getting away with because I'll tell you, they're not little. They're devastating losses for the victims, their families, which in turn affects the whole. Like I said, it affects not just their world, it affects our world, our planet, and the universe. Everything is connected. Everything is affected. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone, if there's someone watching my little channel, um, can get involved in this and stop that freaking demolition of that house. Um, it's outrage. It's outrageous. This has gone yes, no for a reason. And I think the Gonzalez family, I don't know how much they're able to argue the point, but I believe they want the house to stay up. For several reasons, not only for the jurors, but also it's like another loss. It's like, okay, my child died in there, and now the house is being torn down. Now I feel like my kid's gone again because now that's gone. But I think more importantly, my point here today is the house needs to stay. It needs to stay in a condition in which the jury should be able to go visit together as a team, supervised by whomever, make sure no one's planting evidence, obviously. Um, this is a big deal. This is a big fucking deal. Again, we need help. We need help with this. We need help against Ann Taylor. I'll tell you right now, the indictment's not going to get dismissed. The indictment is not going to get dismissed. And Brian Koberger should pray that there's enough serum in the prison for execution so he doesn't have to face the firing squad. Firing squad. Brian, I told you, man, that's going to hurt. That is not going to feel good, Brian. The firing squad, that's going to hurt bad. So injection liquids probably would be your best bet. I truly wish there was a hell for him to burn in. Unfortunately, I will tell you there is not. And I've mentioned before, as much as I would love for him to pay with his life, it's probably not the best way to punish him. The best way to punish him is to make him live the rest of his life. He's young. He's got, potentially many, many years to be trapped like a little rat that he is inside the prison. And we know all the bad things that happen in prison. And, you know, uh, yeah. So that's my opinion on that. So let me know what you guys think about all this. I hope I make sense. So many times as I'm talking, I feel like I don't know. It's like I'm outside of my body. Some people down in the comments are like, she just rambles. I know I ramble. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to ramble. It's what I do. Oh, you think you offended me by telling me that I'm just rambling on and I'm not giving any information? I'm aware. I'm aware of my my strengths and weaknesses on this channel. So anyway, all right, you guys, take care. Have a great day. I'm gonna try and do another video. I really want to. Oh God, that Ruby Frankie man. That bitch. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Mwah. See you soon. Ciao.